some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find it. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And some room to work. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting. It help their confidence looking ahead to next year, Dick.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The option look. He'll pitch it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run play action, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's caught for the touchdown.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So Boise State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. And it's incomplete on third.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and take it back. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Let's it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Amaro. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Boise State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They are up by 7 over Cal. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Really good team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Amaro. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And a dangerous pass. Almost threw a pick in the end zone.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll try to loosen him up from deep in his own end. He's going to run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Caught over the middle. It's Dennis. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Finding open areas. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's Valentine. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the ball comes to rest right there. Back out there ready to give it another spin. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play.
Lets it fly. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They'll run the sneak for it. Desperately.
Man, he looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the out is. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Off the play fake on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the...
Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the back. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Try to barge their way in. Into their happy place for a touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that... or that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 24 over Cal. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Amaro. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Kruger.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off the play fake. It's complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5.
Number 17. And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Leaves it with the back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, Let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Broncos in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the catch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to throw, it's Amaro. A strike downfield. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He took a as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And now this offense will take the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unleashes one. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Clark. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
On the option. Oh, he got loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the 1st option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
1st and goal for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Max looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the option. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Ball State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Muncie had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. A busy...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. From the gun. Give on the inside. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid yardage he could on the punt return.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Dennis. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
Now on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Look out, he's got room. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will open from the 15. Give to the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. Going with the ground game left. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them.
Breaks into the open. Push down for the tackle. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Broncos are marching down the field. They've been running it, but now the pass. The short hands, it's Gonzalez. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. to the air. It's Amaro. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another completion on third down. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the fifth kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in the practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll pitch it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Gives it on the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Brings up second and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what get you, defense, get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The give out of the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Broncos will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Finds a man on the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Amaro. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kruger. Really strong job. It's a negative play on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Gets it out fast. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. .90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. The give to the tailback. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Puts it all the way in, and now. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looking for a man. It's Amaro. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kruger. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Amaro. Got it in the middle, it's Kruger. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Kruger. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Mackey Stadium in Reno, home to the Nevada Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Nevada will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Running into the open space. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Wolfpack. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Stevenson. Turning it on. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
After that disaster on the opening drive, a chance to settle things down and get a touchdown here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nevada! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close. They're up by 7 over USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The option look. He'll toss it. Got the first down. Looking for more. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. It's complete to the left. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. More 2 Spider.
He'll pull it on the read. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Running through contact. And it's in for a touchdown.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together an 81-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to you. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Working that left side now. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Nevada going quickly. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground, he's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Gets the back moving. Toss to the outside. Shakes off the defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Stevenson. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll line up for a second down play. On the option. Now the pitch. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Nevada. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Man down on the play as you... Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. On the run, it's Clark. Can't get him to the ground. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Lee can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got the quick pass. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Let's see what he can do with it. He tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury. Check him out. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls, field goal.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Reno. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Mackey Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They go to the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Now the toss. Got enough for the first down. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Makes a man miss. Strong, firm tackle.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Headed to the end zone, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. It's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Let's let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
Number 11, on to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Get set, get set.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They'll leave it with him. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The punt team makes its way onto the field.
To kick it away.
And it'll be down right there. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking downfield on first down.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Nevada way behind the sticks on this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on a shot toward the end zone. And it's batted away in the 4th. Give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
On the ground, it's Avant. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Finding an escape route. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. And he's in for the touchdown. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. App State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should...
There he goes. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Nevada offense really has it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Runs through a tackle. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.